This is Nevertheless She Budgeted, and I first of all wanted to say thank you so much to all of my subscribers. I have officially made the 100 subscriber mile mark. I got like a cute little email about it and it's like really awesome that I have you guys following me. I really totally appreciate it so much. I never thought that I'd have this many people, if anybody, following me on my journey. So thank you a lot. I love this. So thank you. Thank you so much. But anyways, so I'm gonna get back to, I guess, what I'm here for. I make budgeting and debt videos. So today I'm going to be doing my paycheck number 2 budget for the month of October. If you like this kind of content and you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and hit the notification bell for any updates on when I post. And if you're not new, if you're a returning subscriber, hello, and thanks again for joining me. So today I'm just going to start off, I'm going to go ahead and probably speed through this, but I'm going to fill in all of my categories here with a fast time type thing, and I'll come back to you with my actual numbers when I get to those. So here we go. Okay, so now that everything here is filled out, I'm just going to go ahead and work my way through each of the categories and filling all of those in. For my pay, I am actually going to be getting $1,971.96. And if you have been following my journey, I'll link it up here in the cards. The last month or so has been a little bit weird about like how much I knew I was getting and how much I didn't know. So I did not know my exact number that I was going to be getting this paycheck. Moving forward, every paycheck number 2 should be this same amount. I don't know how budget number 1 will look for November, but I'm assuming it's going to be very much so in this neighborhood. If you want to check out my Social Security tax video. I'll link it also up here in the cards and in the description below. And you can see exactly how my math was before with my estimates on how much I was going to be making this month. So I'm pleasantly surprised and pleased to tell you that this is actually $15 and some change more than I had expected to be making for this paycheck. So I'll just have to keep an eye on that come January when I lower my contribution for my thrift savings plan and see how that works out with my income. Also hoping and expecting, I guess, but mostly just hoping that I get a pay raise come January. So we'll see about that. For this month, I also don't expect to have any other income. However, I usually have some money to roll over. If you watched my most recent weekly check-in, I just did week number 1 check-in, and I am over budget in some categories, so there probably won't be much, if any, rollover at all. But you never know, so here's I'm just going to put other for that, so that will total me out for $1,971.96 for my income. The next category is fixed expenses, tongue twister there for some reason, and my gas and utilities numbers did come out, so I am going to be putting $56 here. Normally for my month-to-month budget, I plan $75 for both gas and utilities. So this actually is lower than that, which puts me in a good position to put a little bit more towards debt come later on in the spreadsheet. But anyways, moving down, I put $54.39 for my water bill. Car insurance is going to be $107.97, which is the norm. I haven't seen anything come out about them giving us a discount or anything this month. For internet, it is $50.72 each month. And this is now back to normal, and it will come out on the 17th. So that's different from last month. For phone, I give my mom $46 even. And I'm on a family plan with, I think, 3 or 4 other phones. So that is my fixed expense for that. Gym, I pay $21.50 each month. Netflix is $13.93. XM is $7.80. And I don't know when that will increase. Hoping that it doesn't, but if it does, I'll call and I'll try to get it lowered again. And then iCloud is 99 cents. And this is just for additional iCloud storage. So my totals for that, I already did this all off camera. So my totals for this month in fixed expenses is $359.30. Leaving out of my $1,971.96, $1,612.66 to move down into my next categories. I'm going to move you up a little bit here. And you like my Halloween-y cloth that I added this month? I mentioned in my week 1 check-in that I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up a whole bunch of Halloween decorations, so this is one of them that I picked up. So anyways, the groceries this month, or this paycheck, again, is going to be the same. It's going to be $150, and I'm hoping that I can stay under that. I know with Halloween candy and everything, that's going to add a little bit to my grocery budget, so we'll see how that works out. Eating out is $50 as usual. Travel is $35 as usual. I don't plan on going anywhere or having any trips or anything this month, so hopefully that's good enough. And I still have some gas in my tank at the moment, so that's good. And then for personal, it's $15 as usual. And then I don't budget anything for unbudgeted. Those totals are going to be $250 $250 is what this all adds up to. It's the same every week unless something changes, and if something changes, usually it's just me moving money around inside these categories. So this should stick to $250 hopefully for the rest of forever, but we'll see. I know things change. And when you subtract $250 from the 1,612, you get 1,362 and 66. All right, moving down to my next category. This is going to be my savings category. For my emergency fund, I will not be putting any money for my Social Security tax anymore. That should all be figured out now that I'm contributing more to my thrift savings plan up here. So my emergency fund is going to be getting the normal 75, and that should bring it up to its 100 for the month. And then same thing with my fund money, $75, and that brings it up to the 100 contributed for the month. And when you add those together, it is $150. And subtract that from the $1,362 and you get $1,212.66. And then I'm just going to go directly down into sinking funds, just because when I do my math for my debt, I want it to reflect that I did put some money towards my sinking funds. So moving down to sinking funds, I am only planning on contributing to a couple of these. Let me go through real quick and fill in my starting balances. Okay, so now that these are all filled in, sorry about that, I had to white that out. I was looking at a different number for my gifts, and I ended up taking out $50 for a wedding present. So currently I'm sitting at $91 for that one, and that leaves my total to be $241 total saved up for sinking funds. Anyways, let me go ahead and write in exactly what I am putting towards everything this month, or this paycheck. And I'm not planning on putting anything towards holidays and gifts. I already did that, and I should be fully funded coming up in the next couple days or couple paychecks for what I need it to be. This is mostly going to be for a Christmas tree this year. Moving down, Christmas is getting $33. All right, so for card tags, I'm doing $3. It's not much, but it'll get me to where I need it to be. So. And then the last one, I've got an extra $1 that I wanted to throw at something, so I'm going to do $1 towards Disney Plus, just because that's coming due in November. And then for the rest of the categories, I'm not going to be putting anything else. And when you add all of that together, it is $37. And when you subtract that from the $12,266, it leaves a remaining balance of $1,175.66. And this is what I'm going to be putting towards my debt. So let me move on down, or up, I guess. Okay, and so for the last section here, my car loan, I already paid $176 at the beginning of the month, so I'm going to be paying the second half of it. This is $176.36. For my Amazon card, I'm going to pay the minimum, which is $35. Apple, I'm going to leave that blank for a second. Parents is getting $500. And my Citibank credit card is $350.96. And this should finish this one up. I'm going to be paying that off. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my calendar in, I'm going to bring my calculator in. And even though I did already do this math, I figured I'd do it with you. So I have, you can't see it anymore, it's off the screen, but I have $1,175.66 left. I'm going to be subtracting my $176.36 my $35, $500, and the payoff balance for my credit card here, my Citibank card. And then whatever's left over is what I'm going to be putting towards my Apple card, because that is my next snowball. So $113.34 is going to Apple. And when you add all of those together, you get $1,175.66, which will zero out my budget for the second half of October. I am going to move down here and just fill this in, just so you guys see exactly what I'm going to be getting out of the bank. So for groceries, $150 is going to be two 50s, two 20s, and a 10, just because I like smaller bills. For eating out, I'm going to do two 20s and a 10, just in case I go to, you know, a fast food place or something that requires a smaller bill. I don't want to be pulling out a 50. Personal, I'm just going to do 1 5 and 1 10. And then for sinking funds, I'm doing 37, but I'm doing a lot of ones. So I'm going to be pulling out 7 ones and a 10 and a 20. So that should be $37. So when I go down to the bottom here, it's just 7, 5, 40, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 100. And when you add those together, 100, 200, 240, 245, 252 is what I'm going to be pulling out of the bank. So that concludes my paycheck to paycheck number 2 budget. I am super excited about this now that I officially know my numbers here and all of my bills for this month at least. That puts me in a really good position for paying off some of my debts and getting myself prepared for the end of the year when I have some big news coming up. But for now, yeah, I'm going to leave the video here. And again, thank you so much to all of my subscribers. You guys are really awesome. I'm so happy to have reached 100. Actually, I think I'm at 101 right now, last I checked at least. So go ahead and like this video. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.